All right, guys. Actually, this one right here. Starting off with pile number 1. Okay, it's been a while. What is the current cycle that pile number 1 is going through currently? Pile number 1's current cycle. Paying a lot of attention to the 6 of Wands. Let's see. Current cycle of pile number 1. Current cycle of pile number 1. Wands energy. You guys might be going through a lot energetically. Ooh. Wow. Okay, let's get a couple more cards first before I talk about this. The energy of 3s for you guys. I was literally thinking to myself, I was like, oh, business or well, business is what came out initially for me, but there is like you guys are going through a growth phase right now, and some of you guys might be having like growing pains, like when you are getting taller or whatever, you have growing pains in your body. So it seems like you guys are in a growth phase right now. I am excited for you. Like this is the cycle of your life that you're creating or that you're in currently right now. Let's pull a couple more cards. Definitely, I'm saying growth for you guys right now. I'm going to say growth and guidance actually, because you guys are getting 3s. Like you have 3 tarot cards that came out, 3 oracle cards that come out. We'll see about how many come out for this one, but yeah, it seems like you guys are in a growing phase, and you guys are in a growing phase right now. That's creation. Growth and creation is what you guys are in right now. I love that. Current cycle. All right, so that's it. Wow. Oh, guys, you guys are in such a beautiful phase right now. Let's look at all of our cards actually. So currently, let's look at your cards. All right. So for Oracle, actually, sorry, Tarot, you guys have 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Sun. And then you have the Magician for the bottom of the deck. For Oracle cards, you guys have Presence number 22 in reverse, Earth element in reverse, and you guys have Earth Mother in upright. And then Joy at the bottom of the deck. So, and then for your last oracle cards, you guys have the elixir of life and then destiny at the bottom of the deck. You guys are in a cycle of your life that is setting you up for the rest of your life, literally setting up for your destiny, setting you up for a path oh, I heard a path well fed. Like you guys might have been growing this for a while, but you guys are in a creator's phase right now. I'm surprised, like, um, what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm thinking of spiders right now. Like you guys are, what's the word? Weaving your web. You guys are in a cycle right now of creation, of balance, of harmony. When this sun card came out right here, if you guys have ever heard, what's that movie called? The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan in it. That song that's what's it called? Here Comes the Sun. That song has just been playing in my head since it came out. It's like you guys might be in a dark phase right now, but it's leading to your sun. You guys are literally in a growth period right now, energetically. I'm seeing, because the earth card came out in reverse, it's reminding me of the air element and both the fire element here. So it might be coming in a lot quicker than you think, but there's been a lot of harvesting that's been happening. Like it seems like this energy has been going on for a while. Depending on what part of the cycle that you guys are in, you guys might already be experiencing some growth in whatever area this might be in. This might be work for some of you guys. This might be travel for some of you guys, international relationships, whatever it is. You guys are stepping foot into new doors. This is so exciting. Emotionally, you guys are emotionally and physically, you guys are expanding right now. And it's because of the energy that you've put into it. You guys have co created with the universe to create something. And it's not just about, I like that the present moment and the earth element came in, they both came in reverse here because it's no longer waiting, trying to be mindful of where you are, trying to be resilient of a slow period. That's, you guys are emerging from that slow period. You guys have emerged into a new harvest. You guys have blossomed is what it seems like. There, the energy of balance here is so strong. If you guys aren't feeling balanced right now, the energy of balance is yet to come. So some of you guys might be in the beginning of this cycle or at the end of this cycle, but you guys are, the energy that you're growing is going to last a lifetime. It's it's not just going to be a moment in time that you're feeling happiness. You're setting yourself up. You have been set up for a lifetime of happiness, of a lifetime of growth and expansion. This is harmony of self and maybe with others too, depending on, actually I will say with others too. You guys might be stepping in a point in a point of your life where you guys are collaborating more with others, or to where you're allowing yourself just to maybe collaborate with your soul, collaborate with your inner child, whatever that is. But this is a creation phase in your life right now. You guys are stepping into new doors, and behind that door is joy, is something to celebrate. You guys, whenever this comes in, or if you're experiencing it right now, remember to celebrate, because this is energy that has been well harvested, that has taken time to work on. Balance and harmony is not something that's just so easy to maintain for the average person or to achieve for the average person. So you guys are, it just seems like you guys are stepping into, or I think maybe even recognizing yourself as a creator, and that itself is empowering. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Magician card, but under that is the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a release. This is a recovery. This is like the mental the mental struggles finally leaving or clearing up. The weight of the mind is clearing up. And this might also be persevering, recreating those thoughts that you had that might have been taking you down rather than building you up. This is creating off of those. This can be you you reforming, making new thoughts that better serve the life that you want. You guys are creating such a life at under Destiny. You guys have financial security. So you guys, like I was saying, this is wow. You guys have been set up. You whatever you guys have done in the past to get here, good job. You guys have a lot coming for you. And I'm also seeing that you guys might have gone through a lot of cycles to even get to this point, this cycle to where you get to transition into something better, lighter, um, a part where you're able to actually maybe just see your growth on the physical plane rather than waiting for it to come in and, maybe trying to see what you can do in the meantime while waiting for this to come in. It's coming in. So this is the perfect time. If you guys aren't in the point where this is already here, this is the perfect time to start creating space for this to come in. What old habits still need to die? Or in what areas of your life really can you create space for this to come in? Also, give you guys pat yourself on the back. This is amazing. There's a word from this card I feel like I need to hear. So actually, I want to read these. So you guys have the Two of Cups right here. And the part that's sticking out to me right now is an ideal relationship that still faces difficulties. And then from the Sun card, what's sticking out the most is success, birth, confidence after passing through difficult times. And the Two of Wands are looking at both of these cards. It's like recognizing and admiring your past, even the difficulties that you've had, and seeing what came from them. Being able to come in harmony with those, those harder parts of yourself helped to create a new phase in your life. And not saying that this new phase in your life is going to be full of only ease and you won't have any new difficulties, because at any point where we grow and we end a cycle, that just leaves room for maybe new challenges. And not saying we can't, succeed through those challenges, but that's just a part of life, is having to grow. So this new phase in your life you'll feel the ease of it all, and you might get some new challenges that arise from it, but from the growth that you guys have already had, it's not going to tear you down. Like, it's, if anything, you guys might be a little bit excited to face a new challenge, definitely with the new mindset that you guys probably have now with this Ten of Swords in reverse. So yeah, congrats guys. You guys are going into a new, or the phase that you're in right now, is the end of this phase is light, is satisfaction, is leading to a celebration. And let's see, what does the end of, what does, what do I want to ask? hmm. I want to see, who are you at the end of this cycle? Who is pile number one at the end of this cycle? I just heard the Emperor in my head. So let's see. Who is pile number one at the end of this cycle? The Moon. Oh, I just heard someone that's able to read past the illusions and see past the distortment. All right, and also you guys have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I do want to look at that for a sec because anytime like going through a cycle is very energetically taxing to the body. So you guys might feel very exhausted at the end of all of this. You might be excited that, you know, whatever you've been waiting for or have been hoping to create and produce is here. But you guys might also feel exhausted at the end too, because you guys have gone through a cycle, right? To see the light, you must have gone through the dark at some point. So make sure you're taking care of your energy at the end of this cycle too. All right, who is pile number one after this cycle? Who is pile number one at the end of this cycle, after this cycle? Oy vey, that was a lot. I wasn't hoping for that, but actually I don't want this many. Sorry guys. Who is pile number one at the end? The Trailblazer. I love that. You guys have created a new path. Again, energetically, you guys are seeming strong. You guys are holding your energy in your hands. It's so easy for you guys. It's giving alchemist vibes. Like you guys have created. You guys are the creator. And you guys might also teach people how to do so too. Like I'm seeing someone who's like a life coach or something like that. But the vision, you guys have, wow, you guys are able to create so easily off of this vision that you guys have. This might just be your breakthrough to where you guys, whatever, you guys are able to just so easily just act on things that you want now. This might be the confidence boost that you needed to just start acting on your needs and your wants. You guys are relying on yourself so much now that because you guys got through this cycle, you guys are like, I can do whatever. If I see it, I can do it, and I'm going to keep acting that way. You guys are just seeming very energetically strong. You guys are reminding me of like the Queen of Wands or something like that. Very strong. I want to say like Leo vibes or just fire vibes in general. For some of you guys, candle magic, fire magic, stuff like that might be very attractive to you guys at this point. This creative phase, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, maybe doing yoga that activates that, eating foods that activate that. I'm excited for you guys. All right, who is pile number one at the end of this cycle? Who are they becoming? Wisdom. You guys are wise. And I'm feeling like you guys are spreading your knowledge to other people too. It's not something that you want to keep to yourself. Other people might have to ask you how you did it too. The way the fire energy is just showing up in here for me, or for what I see, it just seems like people are going to look at you like, wow, they're radiant right now. What did they do? I want to know your secrets. Like people might ask you, how did you do that? So you guys have wisdom and banish a curse. It's like you guys have a little secret here. Like people are gonna be like, can you tell me? How did you do that? And I'm feeling again that you guys might feel the need to share this story with other people, share your resources with other people too, and help them go through whatever you went through, or even telling them something that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that you can do it too. I did it. You can do it. What else? I think that's it. So, pile number one, congrats. You guys are entering into a cycle of light, into a cycle of satisfaction, of joy, celebration. And oh, I just realized with this vision card, there's insight and guidance right next to each other. You guys are, I wonder if you guys are teaching, or you're a teacher of some sort. Maybe you guys were a priestess or a priest in a past life or something. that you guys are feeling called to share your knowledge with other people, but you guys have a strong guidance system within yourself. And wow, I'm is there another owl here somewhere? I feel like I just saw, besides this owl, I thought I was thinking of another owl too. But maybe the owl has special significance for you guys right here too. I feel like I was just saying something and I can't remember what I was about to say. So I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching pile number one. If you guys are feeling called to maybe go to another pile, maybe you feel like there's a message in there for you, go for it. But if not, I will catch you guys next time. I wish you guys absolute love and light. I hope you guys are feeling free enough to spread your love and light with others and with yourself. And make sure you take good care of yourself. I can't speak. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself. I will catch you guys next time. Bye. Peace. Knight of Cups. Ooh. Okay. I was just asking in my head, do they need another card or is it just one card? And I heard no, just one card. It's the initiation phase. So you guys are setting a new path. This is nice. I like this. So just one card, I guess, for you guys because you guys are in initiation phase. All right, let's see. Pile number two. Pile number two. What cycle is pile number two currently in? What cycle is pile Earth element, which is quite funny because you guys have the Queen of Coins and the Knight of Coins, both representing Earth element, and then you guys have the Earth element that has already come out. Bottom of the deck, you guys have origin, root, conditioning, and forgiveness. You guys are in heavy Earth energy, which is funny because pile number one had heavy fire energy. So pile number two, what cycle of their life are they currently in? Success. And then leadership in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's go over the cards real quick. For your tarot, you have Knight of Coins, bottom of the deck, Queen of Coins. Oracle, we have Earth element, body, belongings, midheaven. Bottom of the deck, we have origin. Number 13, which I felt emphasized, like I felt like I should emphasize that. Maybe you guys are seeing 13, 13, 13, whatever, fours. Oh, look, Earth element is 4. Maybe you guys are seeing fours. Let's keep going. So origin, root, conditioning, and forgiveness. And then for your last oracle, you guys have success, and then the leadership in reverse. What's under this one? Creativity. All right. So I wonder what's under all these actually. I get curious. The leader, which is so funny because pile number one had the leadership card in reverse under their bottom of the deck card, and their earth element card came out in reverse. So I'm just saying, in case you guys felt any needs to watch pile number one, only if you feel called to. But of course, throughout this reading too, take what resonates, leave the rest. So your current phase in your life, from what I've heard so far, is that you guys are in an initiation phase. This is like creating, it's sitting down with yourself for a second and seeing what you want to move on. So you guys have the Knight of Coins right here, which is in fact a messenger within the tarot, but it's one of our slowest messengers, right? It takes its time to get there because it's trying to figure out the best route that the knight wants to take to get there. It's sitting down and thinking, I know where I want to go, but how can I get there? And then I love that you guys have Queen of Coins before or after it. or sorry, at the bottom of the deck, because the Knight of Coins is moving to get to the Queen, right? The Knight is trying to deliver the message to the Queen so the Queen can harvest, so the Queen can build and create off of it. And then you guys on this side right here for your Oracle, under the leadership card, you guys have the creativity card. So this is also an evaluation period, is what I'm feeling like for you guys too. You guys might feel stressed in terms of, I know what I want, but how do I do it? How do I get there? And sometimes that's the most overwhelming feeling, right? Sometimes we see ourselves wanting a lot of things, wanting to, knowing where we want to go, but there's this overwhelming feeling of, oh my gosh, how do I even get there? And that's because we're so zoomed in on it sometimes, where we need to zoom out to see things as a whole, right? When we zoom out to see things as a whole, we can look at the bigger picture. So that Knight of Coins, sorry, is telling me that, let's take a second. I'm sorry, I just hit the microphone, I think, so I feel like I made a weird sound. But the Knight of Coins is taking its time to get there. It's doing things maybe to the T, to try to see what is the best course of action for myself. How can I get there efficiently? So this is taking some time. There's, this Queen of Coins, this Knight of Coins, the Earth element right here, the root energy right here. You guys are taking your time, and it might not be, also, like, what I'm thinking right here is that you guys might not want to move as slow. You guys might be like, where, when, how, when is this happening? And or you might be thinking like, why are things happening so slow for me right now? And it's because the universe is trying to slow you down so you can set the right course for yourself. The universe knows your course internally, on an alchemical level, that you guys know your course too, but sometimes we have to slow down to see the right path for us. So right here with your earth element, midheaven right here is, it's what's emphasizing for me. What's you guys' midheaven in? Stars, the constellation, it's also standing out for me right here too. Maybe stargazing too. You guys might get some information from just stargazing, or just from your star family too. Ask your star family for help. Again, what I was saying, that on an alchemical level, you guys already know your path, you know your way, but again, it's that slowing down energy, because on the earth element card, we have the word body right here. And it's just making me feel like we have to slow down to see sometimes. Earth is, the world is constantly go, go, go and moving. And sometimes we cannot understand what is happening until we slow down, until we're sitting in stillness for a second. But you guys also have the origin card right here. Ooh, actually, I like this, because you guys have the origin card right here with leader under it. And then you guys have the leadership card right here in reverse with creativity under it. So it's telling me that you guys need to take lead on what you want to plant right now, looking at the root of things right now. This is finding your path. That's what you guys need to take lead on. But on this side with your leadership and creativity, there might be some energetic slowness that's happening right now. I mean, you're not supposed to, maybe some of you guys aren't in the point right now where you need to take action. Actually, this is your building phase, writing things down, seeing, how do I want to do this, how do I want to get here? Because you guys do have the success card right here, you guys have the leader card, the Queen of Coins. These are signs of abundance, of growth in your life, but you guys need to plan your growth and abundance out. This is planting your seed. You guys have the origin card right here. So this is telling me, actually, let's look at the card. I don't know, I might have to cover two things because, oh, guys, I got to cover that too. But she ripped the root out of the ground here, right? And she's figuring out what she wants to plant now. Whatever was dead before, not working, got uprooted. So now it's time to figure out what you want to plant. Some of you guys might already know what you guys want to plant, and some of you guys might still be figuring out, which is cool too. That's, we're all in whatever phase that we're in, and that's perfectly fine. But take the time to figure it out. No need to just rush and plant something right away because there's an empty hole. No, what do I want to see grow? What do I want to see grow out of me right now in the future, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Maybe it's, writing that 5 year plan, that 10-year plan. What do I want to see out of me? And then how can I act on that in the future? What steps will I start making in the future to get here? Sometimes it's literally zooming out, not looking at just the end goal, but looking on the steps to get to that end goal. How can I help myself right now? And how can I help me 10 years in the future from now? The acts that we take now, of course, affect our future. So, how can we get there? How can I get there? Oh, look at this, guys. Actually, I was talking about what seeds you need to plant. Look at the success card, right? There's a plant right there in the water. You guys are figuring out, what do I need to plant to get to where I want to go? I think that's so beautiful. I love that for you guys. I feel like my energy is a lot slower right now compared to group number one that had more of that fire energy. You guys are in a period to where it's time to slow down. It's time to figure out. And you guys listen to Ariana Grande's album. There's a song on there called Saturn Return, but it's not really a song. It's mostly someone talking, and it's talking about, someone going through their Saturn return. And if you are or unconsciously just moving through life, just kind of trying to, kind of BS things or whatever, at some point that Saturn return hits and it makes you stop to see, oh my gosh, this isn't working. I've been going through the same cycles. Something has to change. So for some of you guys, you might actually be going through a Saturn return right now. So, and some of you guys might just need to look up where your Saturn is and maybe look a little bit more at your astrology chart too. Actually, yeah, you guys maybe really should look into your astrology chart, because I was talking about your midheaven too. So maybe looking into your astrology chart. All right, and let's see who you are at the end of this cycle. Who is my pile number two becoming at the end of this cycle? Who are they at the beginning of their new cycle? Who are they? My pile number two at the end. You guys have the Judgment card. Like I was literally just saying, with the Saturn return, if you are going through cycles and not being conscious of the cycles that you guys are going to, you keep going through them. But you guys have the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck, showing that this course that you guys set up for yourself right now is leading you to a new cycle within your life. You guys are choosing to have a rebirth, to end a cycle, to start something new for yourself. I love that for you guys. I absolutely love that for you guys. You guys are choosing to move on, choosing to build. And it's like literally, wow, I love that the clouds are parted here. I never really noticed this. The clouds are parted right here, and in the middle is a lotus flower, showing that the clouds of unconsciousness of just moving, and not really seeing where you're going is parting. There's awareness in the middle of all of this, and your awareness is bringing you into a new cycle. So this is again slowing down to find awareness, to find stillness. See, how do I want to move? Yes, and then we have Three of Cups at the bottom. So this is moving on. This is I'm hearing disbanding whatever was not working. Let's see, who is my pile number two after the cycle, at the end of the cycle? Who is my, that was very quick. You guys have equanimity, loving awareness, acceptance and ease. And then the peacekeeper, equilibrium, objectivity, and cooperation. Ooh, I just heard that you guys are holding your truth. You guys are holding the truth. That's amazing. Equanimity right here, loving awareness, acceptance, and ease. I feel like the acceptance goes perfectly with this Judgment card right here, because you have to accept parts of your shadow, accept parts of yourself that may be holding you back, or maybe self-sabotaging, so you can move forward. So this is balancing that light and the dark, seeing the dark and the light, and the light and the dark, right? Like this is that balance in between, and letting off anything that needs to be let out or needs to be released. This is this is an energy cleanse that you guys are going through too. I'm hearing for you guys that you guys are recreating yourself through this. I'm feeling some of you guys might have been like in a self-sabotaging phase. So that's why this slowness was needed to find awareness of self. And also hearing that some of you guys might be living out of your heart space now. Like this is, instead of living from fear, you guys are living from love, from light. All right, let's see. Who is my pile number 2 at the end of this cycle? What person have they created for themselves? Who's my pile number 2 at the end of this cycle? You guys have concealment. Bottom of the deck, leadership in reverse still. Let's think about that. So with this concealment card, I'm kind of feeling like whatever you guys are planning for yourself, what you've decided the path for some of you guys, or or the overall thing of your end goal, you guys might be kind of secretive with that. It's like you guys have nurtured it, you guys have cradled it, you guys have, taken good care of it as a plant. You've planted this. This is your baby. This is yours, and you guys might want to keep it to yourself. You guys might be a little bit more secretive towards this, towards your actions of what you guys are creating. Or I'm feeling for some of you guys, people might not even know that you guys have been doing all this on the low, or you guys have created something at the end. Like some of you guys might just come out with something and people are like, whoa, when did you do all this? When did you work on this? When did all this happen? But the period of your life right now is the slowness, is the stillness, is to, and this is happening so you guys can write out your plan to see what you want from yourself right now. So this is such a beautiful energy. I know slow energy can feel hard sometimes, and that's just because we have been programmed to be fast. So embody it, live within it, and love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Maybe you guys are feeling called to another pile. If so, please go to that pile, see what messages are there for you. But if not, I will catch you guys next time. I wish you guys absolute love and light. I hope you guys are feeling free enough to spread your love and light with others and within yourself. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Peace. All right. What is the current cycle of pile number 3? What cycle is pile number 3 currently in? Cycle is pile number 3 currently in. And it's funny, the 2 of Cups just came out, and I was looking at the clock, and I can't see the full clock right now, so I only saw 2. And then as I'm looking at the clock right now, it's 2:33. But let's see, are there any more cards that want to come out? Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that, but someone opened the garage. Give me a second, because my dog's gonna start barking. All right, pile number 3. Let's get into. Oh, actually, sorry, I'm still shuffling. I was just excited. All right, pile number 3. What cycle are they currently in? Pile number 3. What cycle are they currently in? Pile number 3. I knew it. Shadow work card. So I just heard that you guys are disrupting. Disrupting. Is this something that you've learned, something that you heard, something that you've been fed, energetically, verbally? Disrupting. And then this, the split. And then we have the Banish a Curse card right here. You guys are freeing yourself currently. I want to keep this card out. I'm getting goosebumps as I talk about this right now. What is my pile number 3? What cycle are they in currently? Luna. And then I'm getting called for one more. Pile number 3. What is their current cycle right now? Pile number 3. Current cycle. Passion. Finding the light within yourself is what I'm hearing for some of you guys. This is feeling like very feminine energy. You do not have to be someone that identifies themselves as female to watch this reading right here, but this just feels like the feminine energy, which we all have, right? We all have both feminine and masculine energies, but you guys might be in a cycle in your life where you're feeling called to sit in your feminine energy more, be empowered by your feminine energy more, because you guys have this Empress card right here. And the Empress in most decks is someone that is pregnant, giving birth, has the ability to create confidence. Yeah, you guys are in such a beautiful cycle right now. There is this part of coming home to yourself. I did that so aggressively, but um, let's look at your cards overall as a whole. I wonder if you guys can see this all. Let me just take this down a little bit. So for our tarot cards, we have the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, the Empress, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck, you guys have the Three of Swords. For our Cosmos Oracle, we have the Shadow Word card. Ooh, the integration and healing part is really coming off, or standing out to me. And then we have the Mother card in reverse right here. And then over here for our Oracle card, we have the Banish a Curse, Luna, Passion, and then bottom of the deck, we have Confidence. Such soft energy is what it's feeling like. And this might be getting into your emotional side, or getting into literally the energy, the verbal energy that you've been fed, and disbanding that, like I said earlier, but holding space for yourself. My stomach just started um, feeling weird as I said that, but holding space for yourself. Some of you guys, anxiety is held in the stomach. You guys might have, or have in the past had, a lot of stomach issues, digestion issues in general. So this reminded me of just anxiety. So that some of you, sorry, there's a lot of noise going on. I'm trying to, all right, sorry. But this is, I don't remember where I left off on, but this is the energy of holding space for yourself right now. This is reconnecting with self. And I want to look at this King of Cups card right here. I'm getting a lot of goosebumps as I'm doing this reading for you guys. Oh, I just thought about, oh my gosh, as soon as I said that, getting goosebumps right now. I'm like, it's like you guys are thawing yourself out of the ice. I love this energy. You guys are in such an empowering phase right now. You guys, I feel like, is it my pile number three? In the past, when I do videos, my pile number three, I always thought of my little emotional alchemist. And I'm getting the energy again. I feel good about doing this reading. It's been such a long time. So the King of Cups, if you guys have watched any of my other tarot readings, and the King of Cups has come out, I've I've probably said this before. You guys probably heard me say this, that the King of Cups is a dragon guarding a pearl. And there was this book that I read. It's called Daughter of the Moon Goddess. It's such a beautiful story. I'm looking at it right now as I'm saying this, and the dragons in that book were basically controlled by these pearls that represented their life force. So the main character of the book was trying to give them their pearls back. And that wasn't the whole story of the book, but there is a part of the book where the main character is giving them their pearls back, which is in essence giving them their life force back. And this is what it's telling me with this King of Cups, is that you guys are getting your life force back. You guys are in the cycle of your life where you guys are protecting your life force. You guys are breaking any walls down that no longer need to be there, in terms of what other you guys might have built a wall up around yourself based off of what other people wanted you to identify with, put on you, um, the emotional burdens that other people put on you. The I'm hearing for a lot of people what people said to you. You guys might be very sensitive to other people's words. And I'm not saying sensitive in a bad way. I think sensitivity is an amazing thing. I used to hate when people say, "Oh, you're sensitive." Like that's just you being sensitive. No, sensitivity is an amazing thing. It teaches you how to live, right? It teaches you what your body needs and what your body wants. So I cannot stand when people say that sensitivity, when they act like sensitivity is a bad thing. In no way is it a bad thing. So you guys are breaking walls down to create your own, to create what resonates with you. And you guys are finding yourself. You guys are, oh, I'm getting goosebumps as I do this whole reading, is that you guys are finding yourself, protecting yourself. And you guys might have been people in the past to where to protect other people's emotions, it was really doing more harm to you, doing more harm to your mental space. And you guys are taking control. You guys are in a cycle of your life where you guys are protecting yourself, protecting your emotional space, your mental space, and creating the life, the emotional boundaries that you might need to do with other people. You guys are creating right now. I absolutely love this. Every pile so far has this creative energy to it in different aspects. But you guys, it's funny. So pile number one was more fire, air energy. Pile number two was earth energy. Pile number three, you guys have always, if you guys consistently pick pile number three, it's pile number three. It's always my very watery energy, very alchemical energy. But you guys, this is such beautiful energy. You guys are taking your space back, taking your life force back. You guys are, and not only are you taking it back, you're guarding it. You're saying, "This is mine." You guys are, this is such an empowering cycle for you guys. I absolutely love this. You guys are really coming into harmony with yourself, how you want to be treated, how you want to feed your soul, feed your life force. And the people that are taking from your life force, you guys might cut them out, be like, "No, you have to go." This is just the energy that you guys are in. Oh, I'm just hearing like you guys are really protecting yourself. I love this. And you guys might be in the phase now. I mean, if you're not in this part now, this is a part that you're getting to, right? This is, a cycle. You might be at this part of the cycle, and then you have to, this might be the end of the cycle, right? So, or you're right here in the cycle and this is the end. So you guys might be at this part in the cycle, or you guys might be getting to this part in the cycle. The fact that I'm saying getting, I feel like I'm really emphasizing my words. So um yeah, also verbal cues is what just popped up in my head too. But the words that you guys speak around yourself right now will help build this character that is empowered, that is protecting themselves. Again, is what I'm feeling for you guys. The words that you speak to yourself. Also, what I'm hearing is listen to the, when you think of yourself, when you do something and that internal voice comes out and it might sound like an internal critic, who does that voice sound like? Right? Who does it sound like? It might sound like an old friend that used to say something to you that made you feel down, made you feel bad about yourself. It might sound like a mom, it might sound like a dad, it might sound like a sister, it might sound like somebody else. But at first, that voice is coded in your own. And then when you let it melt off a little bit, when you break down that wall to see, oh my gosh, this isn't even my voice. This is what I've heard in the past. This is not me. And for you guys, I feel like this is a cycle where you guys are unidentifying with so many parts of yourself that you have built, thinking that this is you, this is who you are as a person. So you guys are coming into harmony to who you really are, figuring out, oh my gosh, this is me. And this part of me is so beautiful. This part of me needs to be seen. So again, you guys have the shadow work card for your Cosmos Oracle and then the mother card in reverse. So it's a part of yourself that is unmothering, unparenting certain parts of yourself that you have. Oh, I just heard that you felt indebted to parts of yourself that it's like when you were little, right? We're sorry, my words. We are all taught a certain way how to act, how to be, right? By the adults in our life. They teach us social cues. They teach us morals and stuff like that. And at some point, as we grow older, we have to break those parts down to see, does this resonate with me? Does this make me feel good? Is this what I want to teach in the future to my kids, if you choose to have them or not? Or is this what I want to keep teaching myself? So you guys are going deep into yourself. Again, there's another pearl right here. And you guys are finding your soul essence. You guys are taking back your life force. You guys are finding your life force. If you don't know what that looks like for you yet, you guys are finding that. You guys are retrieving it. I love that. So this is a healing phase. This is such a beautiful phase. This might be a hard phase too, right? This phase might feel a little bit heavier, and it's because you guys are unlearning a lot of parts. You guys are throwing out parts that did not work and do not work. So there is a level of awareness that you guys would even have to be in this cycle. So that's amazing for you guys. You guys might be like, oh my gosh, like this is too much, or this is, which is incredibly valid, or you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I should be more aware about this. But the fact that you're even in this cycle shows your awareness. It shows your strength. So I applaud you guys for even being in this cycle. I know it's not an easy cycle to be in. And then let's look at these oracle cards over here. You guys have Banish a Curse, Luna, Passion, and Confidence. So I want to talk about this Banish a Curse and Luna card right here, because this is saying that you guys are banishing those illusions that you guys have that are kind of built around. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the part in Soul. You know, when I can't remember if it's 22 or 23, when after Joe had said something to 22, 23, whichever it is, and it had went into that like spiraling form of like darkness or whatever. And when Joe reached into there and walked into there to see number 22, he saw that number 22 was replaying that conversation that Joe had said over and over to him or to her or to it. I don't know, because at that point it's just an entity. But number 22 was replaying that negative comment that Joe had said. And that's what it was building its identity around. And it was essentially curling itself in because, or exactly, I guess, building that wall up around it because number 22 was hurt. Number 22 had ended up identifying themselves with that. And what Joe said, I mean, that whole thing, sorry, I have to move my legs, but this is breaking down that distortion, breaking down that illusion. That is not a true identity of self. I saw somewhere, I can't remember where I was reading this, but it said that the ego is an imitation of self. And I thought that was so amazing. I think that's so a beautiful saying. The ego is an imitation of self. The ego is what is our guard, right? If we had to think about it, it's that that padded wall that protects us, quote unquote protects us. It thinks it's doing protecting, right? It's trying its best. It's trying to help us, to save us, what it thinks, but at some point it starts doing a little bit more harm than good sometimes, right? And it's and it also takes it, what's the word that I want to use? It kind of captures those moments in time to build an identity, right? This is the ego thinks, oh, this is what I look like. This is what the soul is, right? But it's an imitation of the soul. It's not the actual light of the soul. I'm not saying that the ego is dark, but it's building what it thinks that you want to be, what you think that you are. It's an imitation. It's I'm not going to go farther on that because we can talk about that forever. But this is, you guys are breaking down that distortion. You guys are banishing it. You guys are taking that away to rebuild yourself. You guys are finding your light with this passion card right here. I want to read that actually to you guys. Oh my gosh, where is the book for that? Okay, well, I guess not. But you guys are finding your passion. You guys are finding your light again. And at the bottom of the deck, that I love that you guys have the confidence card right there. You guys, this is what I was saying before again with this empowering energy. You guys are rebuilding yourself. In the energy that you are rebuilding yourself into, you guys are finding so much power within that. You guys are holding that image of yourself up. So I want to see who you guys are at the end of this cycle. Who are you guys building yourself into being? Who is my pile number 3 at the end of this cycle? Who are they at the end? Yikes. Oh. Who is my pile number 3 at the end of this cycle? Ooh, the Hierophant. You guys are creating your own traditions around yourself. You guys are telling yourself who you want to be. And I'm feeling like this might be, you breaking what's the word? A generational thought pattern or a generational pattern in general. And then you guys are building your own to teach in the future, to grow yourself around. You guys are making the rules for yourself. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Fool, right? So you guys are building a new culture around what you want. You guys are breaking the patterns. You guys are building. You guys are rebuilding. And it's coming from a higher knowledge from you guys too. I'm just now thinking about that. All right, who is my pal number 3 at the end of this? Who are they becoming? Who is my pal number 3 at the end of this? You guys are you guys are protected. You guys have the protection card, boundaries, shielding, and conservation. You guys are protecting your energy. You guys decide who you want in, who you want out. And again, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Mother in reverse still. So this is again saying that you guys are tearing down any parts that you have learned, any parts that you have been fed that do not resonate with you. And then karmic lesson at the bottom of that, number 12, you guys might be seeing 12, 12, 3, whatever, to show you that you guys are ascending. You guys are being released from whatever pattern this was. If it's been generational or not, whatever it is, you guys are being released. You guys are learning how you want to be treated, learning that there is more beyond all of this. So let's see again. Who is my pile number 3 at the end? Who is my pile number 3 at the end of this? You guys have financial security, and whatever this is going to last. This is something that you are rooting down into your material plane. Also, some of you guys might be moving away from something. Like, you guys might not feel like you have to be so defensive anymore, or that your walls get to come down more because you're relaxed. You know that you got yourself, right? You know that you can take care of you. You know that you have rooted down what you want to root down. At the end of this, whatever it is, you guys are it's something that's going to last, right? It's going to take a lot more to break you down because you've built yourself up so far, so high. So that is all I got for you guys. My pile number 3. I thank you for listening today. If you guys are feeling called to another pile, feel free to do so. If not, I will catch you guys next time. I wish you guys absolute love and light. I hope you guys are feeling free enough to spread your love and light with yourself and with others. I will catch you next time. Bye. Peace.